Okay, we'll take this stream slow. Trying to get back on the horse here. It's Thursday, November 4th at 11:44 a.m. on the Eastern Coast. This is not financial advice. This is only to be used as entertainment. Please do your own research. We'll take this day slow. So, mini tokens having a really good day. It's like up 12% in the last 24 hours. We were almost hitting $28. And we broke out of this channel and we broke above the 0.5 fib level and just about reached the next fib level of 0.382 or 0.382 at almost $28. So what's going on here? So looking at the orders on the Uniswap side, where most of the big orders and sales are in, you see there's a lot of orders here. 700 right there, 200, 500. This order here for 738 tokens got sandwiched in between a bot here. You see the bot bought 490 tokens, knowing that this guy was going to buy 738. And then as soon as he bought them, the bot sold the 490 tokens that he bought just before the other guy did. So that's what you call getting sandwiched. So yeah, he front ran him. The only thing I could think of is he had a high slippage. And, I was in that boat too months ago when I was buying massive amounts, and I was like just putting I didn't really care, 3-5% slippage, but now the bots have gotten really sophisticated. So keep the slippages low. I know you want to get your orders filled because you don't want to pay another $100 in gas fees. But yeah, that was I don't know what the math was on that slippage, but yeah, he front ran you there. So this address here, let's take a look at it. It's 69E1 was the last 4 digits. Yeah, here it is, 69E1. He bought like about almost 2,000 tokens in the last couple hours, and he's staking it all. At first thought I saw this, I thought he was selling it, but no, he's staking it. If you look over here in the left column, stake, 1 stake, 2 stake, and then he just took all his he bought 1,955 tokens basically today, a couple hours ago. Basically, he FOMO'd in, it looks like. But he looks like he bought all these out all at once. And that's why we have this gigantic price rise, right? 2,000 tokens will raise the price probably from, $24 to almost 28. Yeah, that's about right. And this is really interesting because now on Uniswap, it's $27. And we have the Binance Smart Chain, and it's only $24.10. So this guy who staked it, he's not selling. So if you've got money to buy on Binance, it's a good deal. It's $3 cheaper. The guy's not selling, he's staking. And on Polygon, it's cheap too. It's $26.50. So 60 cents cheaper than Uniswap. So right now, if you want a good deal, the best deal is, actually, when I get done with this video, I'm gonna buy a couple $1,000s worth on Binance if I can't get the price. If the price still stays at $24.10, I'll buy a few hundred myself on Binance because I got some BNB that I kind of forgot about from years ago. And boy, man, that thing just skyrockets. You get coins that you forgot about and you're just sitting around doing nothing. I can scoop up some pretty easily now. So let me close those out. You don't normally see Uniswap price that high compared to the other ones. But yeah, the Polygon and Binance Smart Chain, they're undervalued right now. So good deals there. So that explains the pump. Time Traveler, he just came out with a video literally like a minute ago. And he wants to buy like another 10,000. And he's like, I don't know how I'm going to buy it. I would just say buy it slowly, but like give yourself a time period of like, if you want to buy it all within a week, I wouldn't do it more than 2 weeks though, because these alts, here's my alt cycle chart. We broke through the resistance, found support on that red line, and now we're going back up. So, these alts, they can explode real fast. And you never know which one's going to pop first. They go up and down, but overall, I think it's going to go quite high. So this is on the daily chart. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, once we get above this green line, and we can skyrocket with the alts. And actually, on the weekly, we are above the green line right now. So it's only Thursday. Let's see if we can get a close above it. It looks good. I mean, everybody's itching on these alts. I mean, I've seen many alts already kind of going quite crazy. And this is like just the beginning. I mean, you have if this is your first season in crypto, it's gonna be crazy the next 2 months. You know, Ethereum is kind of going down. How much is it going down? This is on the week. This is on the daily chart. It's down almost 3%. Bitcoin's choppy, but these are on the weekly. Just been going sideways, really. Yeah, kind of indecisive, which gives great breathing room for the alts. So yeah, guys not selling, buy them on Binance Smart Chain or Polygon. And before I get into the numbers, which is what I really love about this stream today, is I'm going to go over staking and the LineGov calcs I did earlier during my break at work. Yeah, I wanted to get this information out quickly because it's kind of time sensitive material. I wasn't going to wait for the previous video to get 100 likes, but this is a special one. Before I get into that, let's just see what else I can find in the news. Yeah, TechLead, I remember him. I was looking for where I think he had posted that he was going to have $100,000 worth in staking rewards, which kind of gives me an idea how long this is going to last, the staking. But let me close that out. And Discord, you know, I was yesterday shilling the Discord links. The Line1.io, which is probably the most popular people should be on. The LineGov, which is kind of quiet right now because TechLead has his own governance system. And then the Million Token Discord, which is basically, I think TechLead runs that. But you have these admins here, Chindoes, Dolphin, and Vanessa. But I can't post anything because they want me to verify my phone number. It's crazy. You got basically the start of the alt season, and you know you don't want to scare away new investors. You know, I'm not giving out my phone number, and I tell you, if this says Thursday, if they don't get this resolved by the weekend, I'm gonna leave this Million Token Discord just like I did the Million Foundation. The people that are the Million Foundation are doing the same bad habits running now the Million Token TechLeads basically hub of other discords that you can find here. So I actually messaged TechLead because I posted on my Twitter account, you know, please message the admins here and get this verify your identity by phone number taken off. I think also Carl had talked about this on his live stream yesterday. So, you know, you don't want to scare away new people that have money that want to buy Million Token. So this is crazy. It wasn't like this days ago, as far as I know. And so I have already removed the invite link on my YouTube video for this Million Token until they rectify this and make it easy for people to join. Yeah, I'm going to be leaving this weekend if they don't have this fixed. And of course, you have Line1.io. The two places I usually go most, or obviously I have to go to Technical Tim, where I continue to post updates. And I like hanging out in the Lions Lounge. Those are really the only two places I hang out. And then I'll sometimes hang out in the lounge here. But, you know, when I try to see what was going on, I got this note here at the bottom to verify your identity via phone number. People do not give out their personal phone numbers, especially when it's tied to, like, you know, crypto and your wealth and blah, blah, blah. You know, you just don't give out your, you know, most people's phone numbers are probably unlisted now. You know, who's going to give out their phone number on Discord? Okay, so yeah, I wonder if Time Travel is pumping up the price, but he wants to buy another 10,000. So, you know, Carl, he keeps doing his nightly live streams at 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. If you can't catch it live, you know, he does his recaps now of like 15, 20-minute recaps on YouTube. But if you want to see the whole show, just go to Twitch, you know, and, you know, he talks for an hour and a half or 2 hours, and you get to see all the chat too in the replay. And, yeah. So I just want to give him a shout out again one more time because we've got new people coming in and they might not know about, other people talking about Million Token on other websites. So check out Carl on Twitch. And then if you want the quick version, the rundown version, you can check out Missile TV. But if you see him on Twitch live, you have a really good chance of getting some free NFT giveaways. And it's a lot of fun. And so the Million Token pool is right now over $6 million with the price that it is now. And the APY is 17.92. We could just say 18% roughly. And then right now that pool has 237,400 tokens locked in the pool. They're not selling. And that's 23.7% of the supply, right? It's a lot. And we still got some whales here that not staking. So let me close that out. And I guess we'll go over the staking first. So Carl keeps going over his staking rewards usually in his live stream. He's not bragging. He's just, educating people what you can be getting with, your tokens. So I try to figure out, if you add up his tokens that he's staking as of yesterday or today, I think he staked almost 10,000. 9,937 is my guess. And so far he's received about 68, almost 70 tokens in the 15 days since it launched on October 20th or 21st. I'm not sure when he jumped in, but I know he jumped in soon. So basically he's making like 4.5 tokens a day on his staking of 9,937. And if you break that down per year, it's just times that by 365 days. That's 1,662 tokens a year, which is about a 16.7% APY roughly. But you got to think of this differently. It's not like a bank account where you get dollars and you get like 16.7 APY. You're getting an asset that appreciates in value over time. So you're getting a lot more on your return on your money, especially now that this is the beginning of the alt season. This is like, I don't, when Tech Lead had his video last Friday and he was talking about staking and all that, this is stuff that the community already knows, right? And the smart people have already staked and stuff. And now after that video, the price went bonkers. Like it went up like almost 80% right after that video. But I really don't think that people really understand like what's going on. Like you're getting an asset that's already scarce and rare and that's going to go up in value over time. I don't think it's really sunk in with a lot of people because they're probably just hearing Tech Lead and not really understanding. Like imagine getting Bitcoin, free Bitcoin. Basically, that's how you have to think about it, because people understand Bitcoin better just because it's more well known. If you could get free Bitcoin just by staking Bitcoin, everybody would be doing it if there was, no risk to it. So just think of it that way. So like if we have a blow off top of $1,000 and he gets, 4.5, tokens. Let me just figure this out real quick. He gets 4.5 times, let's just say over 60 days, like that's 270 tokens right there in 2 months. But maybe we might have a blow off top in 2 months. And let's say that goes to $1,000. That's, $270,000 worth of tokens that he basically got for free. That's crazy, right? So anyway, the pool rate right now I saw posted when I did this was like almost 800 million tokens a week that I think Tech Lead just has to put in to keep the APY up. And if you times that by 52 weeks in a year, that's 41,275. His wallet had, last I checked, was almost 130,000. He gives out, almost 800 a week. That would last basically almost no more than 3 years. But he's not going to drain his wallet, guys, right? I don't think he is. I think he said about $100,000 worth of rewards, and that might last like 4.5 weeks. I think based on how many tokens there are in $100,000 at the current price. Who knows? It's TextLead's project. He might continue it. He might not. I don't know. But it will eventually run out because it's a fixed supply. So I was thinking also, if he doesn't want to get in trouble with the SEC in the future, he might just want to give it all out, right? If he's not going to make any money off of this, and he just wants to go down in history as the guy who created Million Token, which might become more popular than Bitcoin because it's no coin inflation and there's no mining involved, like all that hashing power and stuff that the politicians are up in arms about. That might be an option for him. Maybe he just wants to be remembered, and he doesn't want to get in trouble with the SEC. But if he keeps the 15% or 10% or 5% or whatever, it could be a huge amount of wealth if or when Million Token just really explodes. And also, there's some talk about can he take some of the fees that he's earning in the liquidity pools and put that towards staking too. I don't know. It's his decision, but that's an option. And there's so many tax ramifications on it and stuff. I'm sure he has to keep some of it to pay for taxes. I mean, he's not going to pay out of his own pocket for taxes. But that's for him to decide. But just I don't think people realize that the rewards that you're getting are going to increase with value. It's not like a regular bank account where you get, back in the 80s, maybe 20%. And then you get taxed on that on a depreciating asset, right? This is the opposite. You have an appreciating asset. And you'll still have to figure out your taxes for your country where you live. But it's going to be worth it. I do have one fear though, is that when the bear market comes, or when it comes, which I still think there's a strong chance it'll happen like in mid-January for alts. Let's say if it's the same thing happens, 4 years ago, people are going to drain, cash out of the pool and start selling. So one thing to watch is the pool. Go to the top holders and see if the people are pulling out of their money, pulling out of their tokens out of the pool. But they're probably going to sell. And if it's like come mid-December or January, especially if they've acquired like 700 tokens and you have to declare tax on it, you're going to have to sell something. But it's still unclear to me how long this is going to last because it's really up to TechLead. But this is just I still think it's amazing. And if the Million Token gets up to hundreds of dollars, there's no way I can stay out of the pool and catch up with these guys making, bank, just staking. I've staked other coins like Rune, and I don't think I have a problem with it. I just kind of forget about it. So, one day I might jump in the pool also, but I just at my age, it's another 2 months. What would I get? I'd probably get close to what Carl's getting. So yeah, I mean, I would be giving up about $300,000 if this thing really, really takes off. But I was just looking at the numbers for the staking, and that's what I came up with. So this is going to be really interesting. This is the Lion Gov. So for the new people, let me just drink a glass of water. For the new people, we had this thing called the Lion Gov, where you get some extra votes if you hold your Million Token and you don't sell. It's kind of an incentive to not sell your tokens. And it was basically, you take the amount of days you hold it times your token balance, basically, and you get your voted weight. And I posted on Discord probably a month ago or so. I wonder what would happen if you just ignored the Lion Gov system and you just sold the top and you tried to buy the bottom and you waited out. What would your vote weight be? Is it really beneficial to hold on to your bags knowing that you're going to have a high vote weight? And I finally did the numbers because this was kind of bugging me. Now, this whole thing I'm going to talk about is kind of irrelevant because TechLead has his governance system where it's not time weight. And I think all the focus is on TechLead's governance system. I haven't seen any new proposals on Carl's LionGov system. And I think pretty much it's on the back burner for now. But I wanted to run the numbers anyway. So right now on the 4th, we're at, well, now it's almost $28. Let's see now. It's 27 and 10 cents. I've got like over 11,000 tokens and my vote weight right now is over 1 million if I added them all up in all my wallets. So then I looked at a couple of dates in the future. I figured like mid January, you might have a top price before the bear market of like, let's say this did something like an Ethereum where it went up to like $1,400, and then a year later, in December, at the end of 2022, it goes down to 80 as a bear market. And then a year after that, you get something like $200. And then, 2 years later, you're back at 1,000. And then, the next top right here is basically 4 years from the current top. You got the 4 year cycle, right? So this is a lot of speculation, but I know what's not speculated is my vote weight. So if I take my tokens and I just sit on them, I know what my voting weight would be. It'll be like 17, 18 million in 2026. That's certainty. The my portfolio balance, if I never sell, so this is if I'm holding my tokens, at the peak, it could be worth $15,000 or $15 million. If I don't sell, it's going to drop to like $900,000 if the price drops to $80. And then, if I keep holding, it's going to be like $209 million in, 2026. So that's if I do not sell. And I could change these numbers in here, if I wanted to. But let's see what would happen if you keep the same dates. And let's say if it reaches $1,400, I sell. Okay. So I take my $15.4 million and I just sock it away until the bear market. And then I take that $15.4 million, so now my voting weight's 0 here and 0 here until I buy back in. But now I'm going to have 192,500 million tokens. That would, but that's why I purchased with 15,400. Now, this is all, all in theory. Obviously, you can't buy it all at one price because I would move the price up too much. But I'm just saying, if I was somehow able to get the bottom and the top, that would be whatever. So a year after this date here after I buy, I would have 72 million vote weight. And 2 years after that, you'd have that. And the next top, I would have like 216 million vote weight. So it actually crushes what I would have held if I held million token here. So, and I'd have 17.5 times more money. I'd have $3.6 billion, right? As opposed to 209 million, what's a few million between friends, right? So this is like really eye-opening, right? So, let's say you had, 20,000, because I know people out there that have 20,000 tokens. They're staking right now. The numbers are crazy, right? Now you still have the same multiplier factor, 17.5 more money, but the voting stays the same too. You got over 12x on the voting. And you got some people out there that have 40,000 tokens that are staking and earning a lot more in rewards too. I mean, it's crazy. These numbers are crazy. So, what's my conclusion? My conclusion right now is the way the LionGov system is it's not worth holding, knowing that you're going to have less vote weight as opposed to somebody that kind of sells the top and buys the bottom. The only downside is if you sell and currencies around the world go hyperinflated, you're better just staying in the hard assets. So, it's kind of risky. Yeah, I mean, if you sell and you could have millions of dollars, but if things go hyperinflated, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to be broke in a short time. Look at Germany and Venezuela. You could be living like a millionaire in Venezuela, but if you kept your money in cash, it all goes to zero. The bolivars. So, I mean, you could also play around with these numbers. Let's say now, if let's say we don't go to $1,400 this year, we just let's say 250. It still have, and then I guess the new low would probably be not 80, it'd probably be like $40. You still come out ahead cashing out. The only thing I didn't take into account is if you cash out, you have to set some money aside for taxes, so you wouldn't have the full amount to buy it back in million tokens. So I just thought of that right now. So, you have to tweak it out a little bit. So you'd have instead of the 2.7 million here, you'd have like maybe 80 or 70% of that to buy a million tokens. So, but anyway, so let me go take a look at the chat real quick. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, Million Art's saying the same thing about. Let me pull up the chat real quick. Million Art's saying he doesn't remember verifying the phone number. Yeah, I didn't. It's a new thing. I think people just are talking about it right now. I looked into it today after hearing a little bit about Carl talk about it yesterday on his live stream. And yeah, so personally, I don't care. I could leave Discord, but you don't want to scare away the new investors that are coming in. And I'm pretty sure most people, especially the whales, they're not going to give out their phone number. Contact says your streams are the best. Thanks for keeping the faith. Yep, you're welcome. They need to get rid of and verify the identity by email as well. Yes. Yeah. There has got to be a different way to verify people. Glad to hear you're back, though. Thank you. I don't even see why there is a need to verify people. They already have people as admins that if you're misbehaving or cursing out, just ban them or put them in a timeout or whatever. I don't understand why you need to verify somebody, especially since those, they've done some shady stuff in the past with Simba and Billion Token. Those are the last people I want to give my phone number to. And like I said, I did message Tech Lead via Twitter to message the admins to please have that removed, that verification process removed. They didn't have them before. I really have no idea. And I'm like, they're gonna did we have elections to put? Yeah, we did have no, I don't remember seeing any elections. Yeah, I remember now. I guess it was Tech Lead had to approve people to run his Discord. Okay. So it wasn't elected, but I know there was a verification process where you had to have like 1,000 tokens to be even an admin. So I'm sure he's going to try to take care of this. If I'm going to give him till the weekend for get that Discord organized. And if they saw the verification process, I will do a video and I'll show you that I am leaving it, and somebody can just message me and say, hey, they did away the verification process, and then I will, sign up again and start shilling it. But it's crazy. If it's the Discord that is being linked on milliontoken.org, the main page, there shouldn't be a verification process. You shouldn't have to give up your personal phone number or email address. Anyway. Cocotail says he needs to set aside tokens for bridges and exchanges, though, right? I guess so. I mean, I don't think technically he's going to stop with the bridges. If there's more bridges to be on, he's going to probably do it. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. I'm not sure how that works out, really. with the bridges if he has to set up his own tokens for that. I don't, I don't think he has to. I'm not that tech savvy when it comes to bridges, but yeah, I don't think he has to. If I have, let's say I have a couple thousand tokens and I want to put them on Polygon, I think there's just a way to. Yeah, I don't think Tech Leads has to put up his own tokens for the bridges, but I could be wrong on that. Says Ian says I bridged to Polygon MM and not sure if it's worth bridging back to ETH and then paying gas to stake. Yeah, it just depends how many tokens you have. Yeah, it's a tough decision. You know, maybe in the future he'll have staking on Polygon. I don't know, but I probably not a good idea because the best security of a million token is on the ETH blockchain. I've discussed this in previous videos where, if you have your tokens on Polygon or Avalanche or any other blockchain other than Ethereum, you basically have an IOU. Okay, so if that bridge ever gets hacked and all those Ethereum MM tokens get lost, and you're stuck with million token on Polygon or Avalanche or whatever, the bridge that got hacked, you're out of luck. Okay, so I don't think it's going to happen, but just keep it in mind. If a bridge gets hacked and they take that Ethereum based million token, there's nothing you could, you can't substitute your tokens back to Ethereum if they're gone. Not unless somehow Tech Lead can somehow cancel out those stolen coins and then reissue the whole missed tokens and then allocate to the. It's a big mess. I don't see that happening because, I kind of see this as like a Bitcoin where you just don't touch it. It's immutable. If they're lost, they're lost. Let me go to the next one. It says, yeah, maybe if the gas is cheap, it depends upon how many tokens you have, and then you have to figure out if it's worth it. I'd say if you have hundreds or thousands, yeah, definitely move them to Ethereum and then stake. I'm still haven't staking yet, and looking at those numbers that I went over a moment ago, man, it's hard to pass up 200,000 or 300,000. But and even in a bear market, you're going to still be earning rewards if Tech Lead still keeps the APY up. It's just going to suck watching your balance in USD terms go down as the price drops 96%, but you're earning more tokens. Yeah, that might be another spreadsheet thing where should I stay staked and earn money or buy the dip, cash out and buy the dip? My hunch is buy out, cash out and buy the dip. Don't put your phone number. They will swap it or whatever. Yeah, Paul, I'm not giving out my number. That's just absolutely crazy. So, yeah, after going over these calculations for LionGov, yeah, I'm people that are gonna cash out. Let me just give you some tips. Don't take your egg and just cash it out all at once because the market won't support it, right? I mean, we've seen it happen. The guy who sold, let me pull up the weekly chart. So the guy who sold like 6% of the supply, he crushed the price. Let me pull up a 3-day. Started the bear market. And then, yeah, this is a really small cap coin. So if you've got thousands of tokens, sell them at like 100 in a batch or whatever. Let retail slowly buy them up and then sell another 100 or whatever. Yeah, if you sell thousands at once, you're gonna drop the price a lot, like significantly. Especially if we're up higher. Like if the price is at $200, $500, or $1,000, and you're gonna sell 1,000, you're gonna sell millions of dollars, at once. The price is gonna bottom. So it's just that's what the Bitcoin people do. They sell into strength a little bit at a time. From the newbie point of view, that you'd be like laughing at them. Oh, why are they selling? We're so far away from the top. Where they're just they bought so early that they're not going to be greedy. They're going to sell a little bit at a time, and maybe sell on the way down too a little bit. So that way they're not crashing the market. They're letting retail, get some of the tokens, and let the price continue to rise up. So yeah, I love doing videos where I can crunch out the numbers because I like doing that. I get enjoyment out of it. And so like if Carl wants to somehow modify the line gov, what I would suggest to do is put a multiplier factor on the time, because if they're making 6 to 17 times more money, then you've got to put the vote weight 6 to 17 times more than what their vote weight would be down here. What that multiplier factor is, I haven't figured it out, but yeah, the idea behind LionGov is trying to prevent people from selling is genius. But if these 4-year cycles play out, then it's not worth holding your bags thinking that you're going to have more vote weight, and you're certainly not going to have, big bags in USD terms, right? You're going to, have less, as opposed to trying to sell somewhere near the top and buying back somewhere near the bottom. After you pay taxes, of course, in the United States anyway. See now, people need to stop dumping so we can pump to 1,000. Yeah, I mean, we're doing really good right now. Let me go on the 12-hour. Let me hide everything. So, we're kind of doing this like almost like a cup right here. It's kind of just goes, going up. Maybe we'll come back up here to $50, and then we'll kind of come down like a handle, right? This really looks nice. And we're right now bouncing on kind of like on the 12-hour, the 21 moving average, right? We were below it here, finding resistance, right? We rocket shipped out, came back down, and now Ming token's above it on the 21 moving average on the 12-hour chart. Interesting. And yeah, this looks really bullish. We've got the 21 moving average crossing over the 200-day moving average. See what this looks like in the daily chart. And yeah, it would be nice if we can come down here again. I don't know if $20, $21. I don't know if we're going to see that. We kind of came down here almost to the was that the 100-day moving average, $23, $24. Man, if we get down to like $24 again, it's going to be a gift. I don't know. Or you can have capitulation, and we break this moving average at $20 and come down to the next moving average at like 18. But yeah, this is a nice bottoming formation right here. And then, let's say we have some type of neckline somewhere up here, and we come down and go up, and let's say we have a bottom here, and the target would be, whoops, I'll just delete that. We come up and we go, the target would be around $90, which was actually right up here. That's good resistance. That'll be the next area to break. If that plays out, as it looks like we can go up there by, I don't know, I'm eyeballing it, by November, late November, to $50. But this is such a small cap. If people like that guy who bought like almost 2,000 tokens is now staking, I mean, if more smart people like that were doing it, we would have this thing going up really fast. We're in November now. November 20th. That's only like 16 days, 2 weeks away. It's going to seem like it's going to go faster, but I'm in this to let's see now. If we have 2 more months, that $1,000 or $1,400 might be a really high, dreamy price target. I don't know if 2 months is not a lot of time to get that high when we're already only at $27. So let's take a look at what ETH did. Let's see now. Where is Ethereum? Okay, so I have to go way, way back. Man, I feel so old when I do this. Where is this? Yeah, that's 1,300 right there, or pretty much 1,400. And then 2 months before that was somewhere around here. The price was $300 already, and then we went up to $1,400. So it's yeah, those prices were ridiculously high. So I think Carl's going to be doing his live streams for another couple of years. You know, if we get up to $300 or even just reach the all-time high that we did back here, and it's already like mid-December or January, yeah, I think that you just have to wait and see. We had such a crazy pump right from here to here, which I still can't. I don't know why that went up like that in a day from $1 to, was that almost $10 there? That's crazy. This I can kind of understand a little bit. I think it's just the liquidity wasn't there. People were FOMOing, buying Million Token when the liquidity wasn't set up correctly, and now we're paying for it. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we'll get to at least break the all-time high in the next couple months. Yeah. Carlson says the next couple of months are going to be exciting. Yeah, totally. Yep. But yeah, I think I can probably end it there, right? Yeah. Okay, guys. Hope you guys learned something. I'll talk to you later. If you like this, comment, give me a like, subscribe, comment down below. If I get 100 likes on this video, I will put together a new video. Talk to you later. Bye.